students. We are discussing morphology of flowering plants. What is the chapter name? Morphology of flowering plants. In morphology of flowering plants, we are discussing leaf, right? What we are discussing? Leaf. Now in leaf, go for the next topic, that is leaf modifications. What's that? Leaf modifications. Sir, listen the statements. Either complete leaf or part of leaf is modified. Is it okay? Right? Either complete leaf. Either complete leaf or a part of leaf. Part of leaf is modified. Sir, what is the meaning for this statement? We already read parts of a leaf, right? Leaf, what are the main parts of a leaf, sir? Leaf base, petiole, lamina. These are main parts of a leaf, yes or no? Therefore, all the time is complete leaf is modified? No. Sir, either complete leaf is modified or a part of leaf is modified. Is it okay? Therefore, either complete leaf or a part of leaf is modified. Either complete leaf or a part of leaf is modified. Okay, right? Sir, we are discussing what? Leaf modifications, right? Sir, various types of leaf modifications here we are discussing. Various types of what, sir? Leaf modifications. Various types of leaf modifications are: number one, leaf tendrils. What's that? Leaf tendrils. Second one is spines. What is the second one? Spines. Number three, scale leaves. Which leaves, sir? Scale leaves. Number four, phylloid. Is it phyllocyclade or phylloid? Phylloid. Number five, reproductive leaves. Which leaves, sir? Reproductive leaves. Reproductive leaves. Number six, trap leaves. Trap leaves. Trap leaves. Number seven, absorbing leaves. Which leaves they are? Absorbing leaves. Absorbing leaves. Is it okay? Right? Therefore, leaf tendrils, spines, scale leaves, phylloid, reproductive leaves, trap leaves and absorbing leaves. All this comes under what, sir? Leaf modifications. Go for the first one. What, sir? Leaf tendrils. Go for leaf tendrils, right? Leaf tendrils. Now, sir, is it a stem tendril or leaf tendril? Leaf tendril. Sir, what is the meaning of tendrils, sir? Tendrils are wiry, coiled, sensitive structures. Yes or no? Wiry, coiled, what? Sensitive structures. Right? Leaf tendrils. Tendril means they are wiry, coiled, sensitive structures. Sir, what is the function of a tendril, sir? Climbing. Therefore, leaf tendrils are used for what, sir? Climbing. They are used for climbing. Is it okay? Leaf tendrils are used for climbing. Now go for examples of leaf tendrils. Examples of leaf tendrils. Part of leaf, right? Example. Now listen here. Number one, go for the first case. Sir, in case of a plant by name Lathyrus. What is the plant name, sir? Lathyrus. In case of Lathyrus, complete leaf except stipules modified into leaf tendrils. Complete leaf except what, sir? Stipules. Except stipules, complete leaf is modified into tendrils. In case of which plant, sir? Lathyrus. Sir, you are saying that complete leaf except stipules modified into tendrils. Then in case of Lathyrus, who performs photosynthesis, sir? Who performs photosynthesis? There is a doubt, yes or no? Therefore, see this diagram once. Sir, this is a stem, right? Stem. This is a node, right? Sir, from this node, what should come? A leaf should come. We are saying that that leaf is modified into leaf tendril. Modified into what, sir? Leaf tendril. Sir, at one node, how many stipules are present, sir? 2 stipules are present. Yes or no? What are these 2, sir? Stipules. Sir, this stipule, it performs photosynthesis. In case of Lathyrus, who is performing photosynthesis? Stipule performs photosynthesis. Photosynthetic stipules are called as what, sir? Foliaceous stipules. Therefore, this and this, these are which stipules? Foliaceous stipules. What is the meaning of foliaceous stipules, sir? Photosynthetic stipules. Photosynthetic stipules. This is which plant, sir? Lathyrus. Is it okay? Therefore, in case of Lathyrus plant, complete leaf except stipules modified into what, sir? Leaf tendril. Modified into leaf tendril. Therefore, in case of Lathyrus, who performs photosynthesis? This foliaceous stipules performs photosynthesis. Is it okay? Right. Now go for second case. Sir, in case of Pisum sativum, Pisum sativum, Pisum sativum. Sir, what is the common name of Pisum sativum? Pisum sativum common name is Garden pea. What, sir? Garden pea, right? Sir, in case of Pisum sativum, in case of what? Pisum sativum, terminal leaflets. What, sir? Terminal leaflets. Terminal leaflets are modified into leaf tendrils. What are modified into leaf tendrils? Terminal leaflets are modified into leaf tendrils in case of Pisum sativum. That is in the case of garden pea. Is it okay? Now listen this statement. See this diagram once. Sir, Pisum sativum. I am discussing about Pisum sativum, right? Sir, if you take Pisum sativum, in Pisum sativum, right? In Pisum sativum, what I am drawing, all these are leaflets. What are all these, sir? All these are leaflets. Sir, at this node, how many stipules should be? 2 stipules. At each node, 2 stipules should be. Yes or no? At each node, how many stipules should be? 2 stipules. Now you tell me, sir, what are all these leaflets? What are all these, sir? Leaflets. Can I call this leaflets as a terminal leaflet? See the diagram? Sir, this is a terminal leaflet, terminal leaflet, terminal leaflet, terminal leaflet, terminal leaflet. What happens means these terminal leaflets are modified into tendrils. What are modified into tendrils? These terminal leaflets are modified into tendrils in case of which plant? Pisum sativum. Therefore, in case of which plant, sir? Pisum sativum. What are modified into tendrils? Terminal leaflets are modified into tendrils. In which plant, sir? Pisum sativum. Is it okay? Therefore, in case of Pisum sativum, terminal leaflets are modified into tendrils. Which tendrils? Leaf tendrils. Leaf tendrils. Is this statement okay? Right. Now go for number 3, third case. Sir, in case of a plant by name Smilax. What is the plant name, sir? Smilax. Sir, this Smilax common name is Sarsaparilla. What is the common name of Smilax, sir? Sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla. Right. In case of Smilax, right, stipules are modified into what, sir? Leaf tendrils. What are modified into leaf tendrils in smilax? Stipules are modified into leaf tendrils in the case of smilax. Is it okay? If you see the diagram of what's our smilax, drawing the diagram of smilax. Sir, smilax dicot or monocot? Monocot. But it shows which venation? Reticulate venation. Dicots means should show which venation? Parallel venation. But in smilax you are seeing which venation, sir? In smilax you are going to see reticulate venation. Yes or no? Now see here, sir, this is a node, right? At this node, how many stipules should be? 2 stipules. Yes or no? Sir, this stipule is modified into tendril. This stipule is also modified into tendril. Is this statement okay? Right. Therefore, what are modified into tendrils? Stipules are modified into tendrils. Which tendrils? Leaf tendrils. In case of which plants, smilax. Is it okay? This is which plant, sir? Smilax. Therefore, in smilax, what are modified into tendrils? Leaf tendrils, sir. Stipules are modified into leaf tendrils. It means in case of smilax, you are going to see which tendrils? Stipular tendrils. It means tendrils formed from stipules. Stipular tendrils. Okay, right. Now, go for number 4, fourth case. Sir, in case of clematis, what is the plant name? Clematis. 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 Sir, in case of clematis, okay, complete petiole is modified into tendril. What is the meaning of petiole, sir? Stalk of leaf. Yes or no? Stalk of leaf is called as petiole. Complete petiole is modified into leaf tendrils in the case of what, sir? Clematis. In the case of clematis. Okay. Now go for last example, last case. Nepenthes. I think you heard in your 10th class. Nepenthes, right? Sir, this Nepenthes is commonly called as which plant, sir? It is commonly called as pitcher plant. What is the common name of Nepenthes, sir? Pitcher plant. In case of Nepenthes, right, upper part of petiole is complete petiole? No. Upper part of petiole is modified into leaf tendril. Which part of petiole? Upper part of petiole is modified into leaf tendril in the case of which plant, sir? Nepenthes. Is it okay? Therefore, in Lathyrus, complete leaf except stipules modified into leaf tendrils. In Pisum sativum, that is garden pea, terminal leaflets are modified into leaf tendrils. In Smilax, there is a Sarsaparilla, right? Stipules are modified into leaf tendrils. In Clematis, complete petiole is modified into leaf tendrils. In Nepenthes, there is a pitcher plant. What, sir? Upper part of the petiole is modified into what, sir? Tendrils, leaf tendrils. Is it okay? If you want, we can take one more case also. What it is? Leaf apex. What, sir? Leaf apex. Sir, leaf apex is modified into leaf tendril in the case of gloriosa. What is the plant name? Gloriosa. Complete name is Gloriosa superba. What is the common name of Gloriosa superba, sir? Glory lily. What is the common name of Gloriosa superba? Glory lily. Is it okay? Right? Sir, this Lathyrus comes under which family, sir? Lathyrus comes under Fabaceae family. Sir, Pisum sativum comes under which family? Fabaceae family. Fabaceae family. Sir, Smilax comes under which family, sir? It comes under Liliaceae family. Comes under which family? Liliaceae family. Sir, this Gloriosa superba comes under which family, sir? It also comes under Liliaceae family. Sir, then what about the remaining 2 plants, sir? That is Clematis and Nepenthes. We are not discussing the family names. Why, sir? In next coming chapters, right, we are going to discuss about some families. In that families, what examples are given? If you are getting that examples, I am specifying the family names. Is it okay? Right. Therefore, Lathyrus, Fabaceae family, Pisum sativum, Fabaceae family, Smilax and Gloriosa, Liliaceae family. Is it okay? Right. Now, listen these statements carefully. Sir, this is which plant, sir? Pisum sativum, that is garden pea. What are these two, sir? Stipules. Sir, these stipules are modified into foliaceous stipules. Stipules are modified into what? Foliaceous stipules in case of Pisum sativum. Therefore, foliaceous stipules are present in Lathyrus. Foliaceous stipules are present in Pisum sativum. What is the meaning of foliaceous stipules? Are photosynthetic stipules. Therefore, in Pisum sativum, what and what performs photosynthesis? Number one, foliaceous stipules perform photosynthesis. Number two, basal leaflets. Sir, you told that leaflets are modified into tendrils. I told that terminal leaflets are modified into tendrils, but not all leaflets. Yes or no? Sir, these are basal leaflets which are performing photosynthesis. Therefore, basal leaflets performs photosynthesis. These stipules also perform photosynthesis. In case of which plants, sir? Pisum sativum. Is it okay? Right? Now, listen here. We are discussing what, sir? Leaf tendrils. Note. Right? Sir, in case of Pisum and Lathyrus, Pisum sativum and Lathyrus, foliaceous stipules are present. Foliaceous stipules means photosynthetic stipules, right? Photosynthetic stipules. Next, number two. Sir, in Pisum sativum, what is the common name of Pisum sativum? Garden pea. Yes or no? I think you read this plant in your 10th class. It is an experimental material of Mendel. Sir, in Pisum sativum, what are photosynthetic? Basal leaflets and foliaceous stipules. Basal leaflets and foliaceous stipules both are photosynthetic. In case of what, sir? In case of Pisum sativum. Is it okay? Right? With this we completed the first one. What, sir? Leaf tendrils. Now go for number two. What, sir? Spines. Sir, you can see the spines in outside. Yes or no? You can see the spines outside. How the spines are? They are sharp, pointed structures. Sharp, yes or no? Sharp, pointed structures. They are sharp, pointed structures. Sir, these spines, they are present in xerophytic plants. Yes or no? Present in which plants, sir? Xerophytic plants. That is in xerophytes. Present in xerophytic plants. Sir, what is the function of these spines, sir? Spines reduces the rate of transpiration. Transpiration means loss of water in the form of vapors from aerial parts of a plant. Yes or no? Loss of water in the form of vapors from aerial parts of a plant is called as transpiration. Therefore, what is the function of spines, sir? Spines, what they do is, spines reduces what? Rate of transpiration. Spines reduces rate of transpiration. What is the meaning of transpiration? Loss of water in the form of vapors from aerial parts of a plant. Okay. Sir, as spines are sharp pointed structures, do herbivorous animals prefers such plants to eat? No, because if they try to eat such plants, right, the spines will sting the right animals. Yes or no? It will damage the animals. It will stick to the animals. Yes or no? Therefore, spines gives protection. Gives protection. It means it is protecting the plant. Gives protection from which animals, sir? Herbivorous animals. Sir, can we call herbivorous animals as grazing animals? Yes, Herbivorous animals are also called as what, sir? Grazing animals. Grazing animals. Okay. Therefore, spines are sharp, pointed structures present in which plants, sir? Xerophytic plants. What is the function of spines, sir? Reduces the rate of transpiration. Number 2, protects the plant from herbivorous animals. Protects the plants from herbivorous animals or grazing animals. Okay. Shall we go for examples of spines? Right. For examples of what, sir? Spines. Go for examples of spines, right? Which part of leaf is modified into spine? The part of leaf that is modified into spines. Example. Okay, go for the first case, right? Number 1. Sir, in case of Opentia, what is the plant name, sir? Opentia. Number 2, Euphorbia. Euphorbia. Opentia, Euphorbia, right? Asparagus. What is, sir? Asparagus. In Opentia, Euphorbia and asparagus, complete leaf is modified into spine. What's, sir? Complete leaf is modified into spine. Complete leaf is modified into spine in the case of Opentia, Euphorbia and asparagus. Yes or no? Sir, in case of asparagus, on stem leaves are modified into spines, whereas on branches leaves are modified into scale leaves. We read this statement in cladode or cladophil. Yes or no? In case of asparagus, on stem leaves are modified into spines, whereas on branches leaves are modified into scale leaves. Yes or no? Right. Therefore, what is the first case, sir? Complete leaf modified into spine. The case of Opentia, Euphorbia, asparagus. Now go for number 2. Go for the second case. Sir, in case of agave, what, sir? Agave, aloe vera, right? Yucca. In case of agave, aloe vera and yucca, in these 3 plants, leaf apex is modified into spines. Therefore, leaf apex is modified into spines in agave, aloe vera and yucca, right? Now go for number 3, leaf margin. What's, sir? Leaf margin. Sir, leaf margin is modified into spines in the case of aloe vera as well as in argemone. What is the plant name, sir? Argemone. We can pronounce it as argemone also. Therefore, argemone and aloe vera, in these 2 plants, leaf margin is modified into spines. See this statement carefully. Sir, in case of aloe vera, in case of what, sir? Aloe vera, we can see this plant outside. Yes or no? Kalabanda. We'll use it as facial, no? Face pack. Sir, if you take this aloe vera plant, right, leaf apex is modified into spines as well as a leaf margin is also modified into spines. Therefore, in aloe vera, right, leaf apex and leaf margin modified into what, sir? Spines, right? Next, number 4. Go for the 4th case. Sir, stipules. What, sir? Stipules. What it is? Stipules. Listen. Sir, stipules are modified into spines in the case of Ziziphus. What is the plant name, sir? Ziziphus. As well as, in case of what? Ziziphus. As well as in the case of Parkinsonia. What, sir? Parkinsonia. As well as in the case of Australian acacia. Therefore, stipules are modified into spines. Stipules are modified into spines. Stipules are modified into spines in the case of Ziziphus, Parkinsonia and Australian acacia. Is it okay? Now see this diagram of Ziziphus. If you see the diagram of Ziziphus, sir, at each node, how many stipules are present, sir? At each node, 2 stipules should be. Yes or no? Sir, one stipule is modified into spine. Another stipule is also modified into spine. Therefore, in case of Ziziphus, at one node, how many spines are present? 2 spines are present at each node in the case of Ziziphus. Is it okay? Therefore, at each node, how many spines are present in the case of Ziziphus, sir? 2 spines. This is in the case of what, sir? Ziziphus. This is in the case of Ziziphus. Is this statement okay? Right? Therefore, sir, Opentia, Euphorbia, asparagus, complete leaf is modified into spines. Agave, aloe vera, yucca, leaf apex is modified into spines. Aloe vera, argemone, leaf margin is modified into spines. In case of aloe vera, leaf apex and leaf margin modified into spines. In Ziziphus, Parkinsonia, Australian acacia, right? In these 3 cases, stipules are modified into what, sir? Spines. Sir, in Ziziphus, in case of what, sir? Ziziphus, each node is with how many spines, sir? 2 spines. Each node is with 2 spines, right? We completed spines. Now go for number 3. What, sir? Scale leaves. What it is? Scale leaves. Now go for number 3. What, sir? Scale leaves, right? Go for scale leaves. Sir, scale leaves, they are thin, dry, membranous structures. Scale leaves are thin, dry, membranous structures. Sir, in which plants the scale leaves are present, sir? Scale leaves, they are present in xerophytic plants as well as in underground stems. Therefore, scale leaves present in what, sir? Scale leaves present in all underground stem modifications, present in all underground stem modifications, and even present in some, which plants, sir? Xerophytic plants. Is this statement okay? Sir, do scale leaves present in all xerophytic plants? No, they are not present in all xerophytic plants. They are present only in some xerophytic plants. But scale leaves are present in all underground stem modifications: rhizome, corm, stem tuber and bulb. Yes or no? Right. Sir, in some xerophytic plants you are saying scale leaves are present. And in all underground stem modifications, scale leaves are present. Yes or no? In underground stem modifications, scale leaves are present, right? That scale leaves gives protection to axillary bud. Scale leaves gives protection to axillary bud in case of underground stem modifications. Sir, in xerophytic plants, you are saying scale leaves are present. In xerophytic plants, the scale leaves reduces the rate of transpiration. Which plants? Xerophytic plants. Which leaves? Scale leaves. What they are doing? Reducing the rate of transpiration. Therefore, in underground stem modifications, what scale leaf is doing? Scale leaves protects what's axillary bud. Scale leaves protects axillary bud. Is it okay? Right. Now, sir, in case of xerophytic plants, in xerophytes, we can write xerophytes, no? Right. Sir, in xerophytes, what scale leaves are doing? Scale leaves reduces. What they reduces? Reduces rate of transpiration. Scale leaves reduces the rate of transpiration. In case of which plants are? Xerophytic plants. We read bulb. Do you remember? Bulb is a underground stem modification, right? In case of bulb, right, scale leaves stores food materials and becomes fleshy. Yes or no? Therefore, fleshy scale leaves are present. Fleshy scale leaves. Sir, fleshy scale leaves are present in all examples of bulb. It means whatever examples we discussed for bulb, Allium cepa, Allium sativum, Lilium candidum, yes or no? Tulip, Scilla indica, in all that examples of bulb, you are going to see which scale leaves, sir? Fleshy scale leaves. Which scale leaves, sir? Fleshy scale leaves. Is it okay? Right? Sir, scale leaves are present in some xerophytic plants in all underground stem modifications. In xerophytic plants, the scale leaves reduces the rate of transpiration, and in underground stem modification, scale leaves protects the axillary bud. Fleshy scale leaves are present in case of what, sir? Bulb. Right? With this we completed what, sir? Scale leaves. Now go for number 4. What? Phyllodes. Right? Number 4. What it is? Phyllodes. Sir, what is the main photosynthetic organ of an angiospermic plant? Leaf. Yes or no? Leaf is the main photosynthetic organ of an angiospermic plant. Sir, what is the meaning of phyllodes, sir? If secondary rachis or petiole performs photosynthesis, then it is called as phyllodes. Is it okay? Right? Therefore, photosynthetic. Photosynthetic what? Photosynthetic petiole or photosynthetic secondary rachis. Photosynthetic petiole or photosynthetic secondary rachis is called as what, sir? Phyllodes. Is called as phyllodes. Sir, this phyllodes is a leaf modification, whereas a phyllodes is a what? Aerial stem modification. Yes or no? Right? Therefore, sir, photosynthetic petiole is called phyllodes. Photosynthetic secondary rachis is called as what, sir? Phyllodes. Now go for examples of phyllodes. Examples of phyllodes. Number 1, Acacia melanoxylon. Acacia melanoxylon. Acacia melanoxylon. First example. Number 2, second example, Parkinsonia. Parkinsonia. Right? Now, see here. Sir, first we'll go for Acacia melanoxylon. Sir, Acacia melanoxylon, what is its common name, sir? Australian acacia. Right? What is its common name? Australian acacia. Now, see this diagram. Sir, this is a stem, sir. This is node, sir. And I am drawing the leaf now. See it. See the leaf. Now all these are what are leaflets. Now see the diagram and tell. In case of Acacia melanoxylon, leaflets are present on which rachis? Secondary rachis. See the diagram carefully. That yellow one is primary rachis, this orange one indicates which rachis? Secondary rachis. Yes or no? Sir, this is which rachis, sir? This is primary rachis. Whereas this orange one, this orange line, what it indicates? Secondary rachis. Therefore, leaflets are present on which rachis are? Secondary rachis. Therefore, in Acacia melanoxylon, which leaf is present? Bipinnate compound leaf is present. Bipinnate compound leaf. Why, sir? Because the leaflets are present on secondary rachis. Now listen here. Sir, what are all these leaflets, right? Sir, when these leaflets falls off, why they will fall off? Because the lifespan is less. Therefore, sir, here leaflets lifespan is short. When this leaflets falls off, what falls off? Leaflets falls off. What is this one, sir? Petiole. This petiole becomes phyllodes and performs photosynthesis. Is it okay? Right. Therefore, right, when leaflets falls off, petiole performs photosynthesis in case of Acacia melanoxylon, that is Australian acacia. Is it okay? Therefore, in Australian acacia, I am speaking about Australian acacia, leaflets are short-lived. Okay, when leaflets falls off, when leaflets falls off, what happens, sir? Petiole performs photosynthesis. Who perform photosynthesis? Petiole perform photosynthesis. Therefore, in Acacia melanoxylon, what developed into phylloid? Petiole develops into phylloid. Petiole develops into what, sir? Phylloid. Sir, if lifespan is short, we can use one technical term. What it is? Ephemeral. Yes or no? Therefore, sir, in case of Australian acacia, that is Acacia melanoxylon, we are saying leaflets are short-lived. It means leaflets are ephemeral. Right? Now go for the next example. What's our Parkinsonia? Go for Parkinsonia. Now listen here. Sir, in Parkinsonia, this is stem, sir. This is node, sir. Is it okay? Right? Now I am drawing, right, primary rachis. Stipules, sir. Okay, see the diagram? Sir, this is one node. At this node, primary rachis is modified into one spine. Two stipules are modified into two spines. Therefore, in Parkinsonia, one node is equals to how many spines, sir? 3 spines. This is in the case of which plant, sir? Parkinsonia. Therefore, in case of what, sir? Parkinsonia. In case of Parkinsonia, one node is with how many spines? One node is with 3 spines. One node is with 3 spines. Sir, in these 3 spines, right, 2 spines came from where, sir? 2 spines from stipules. It means 2 stipules are modified into 2 spines, whereas one spine is a modification of what, sir? Primary rachis. Is a modification of what, sir? Primary rachis. Therefore, in Parkinsonia, at one node, how many spines are present, sir? How many spines are present? 3 spines are present. Sir, what is this one, sir? Primary rachis. This is primary rachis. This primary rachis is modified into what here? Spine. Is it okay? Sir, what are these two, sir? These two are stipules. These 2 stipules are modified into what, sir? Spines. These 2 stipules are modified into spines. 2 spines. Sir, here comes secondary rachis. Sir, this is secondary rachis. What are all these, sir? Secondary rachis. Which rachis? This is secondary rachis. Sir, here also leaflets are present on which rachis, sir? Secondary rachis. See, all these are leaflets. What are all these, sir? Leaflets. They are leaflets, right? Sir, when these leaflets are going to fall off, this secondary rachis performs photosynthesis. Therefore, in Parkinsonia, what develops into phylloid? In Parkinsonia, secondary rachis develops. Into what, sir? Phylloid. Secondary rachis develops into phylloid. Sir, in Parkinsonia, which type of leaves are present, sir? Here also bipinnate compound leaves are present. See the diagram carefully. Here also leaves are present on which rachis? Secondary rachis. As leaflets are present on secondary rachis, in Parkinsonia also which leaves are present? bipinnate compound leaves are present. Bipinnate compound leaves are present. With this we completed phyllodes. Is it okay? Right? Note. Number 1. Sir, phyllodes. Right? Phyllodes is a leaf modification, whereas Phylloclada is a what's our aerial stem modification. It is a aerial stem modification. Yes or no? Phyllodes is a leaf modification, whereas a Phylloclade is a aerial stem modification. Sir, leaf modifications possible. Leaf modifications are possible in xerophytes. It means which type of leaf modifications you can see in xerophytes? This is the question. Number 1, spines. Number 2, scale leaves. Number 3, phyllodes. These are the leaf modifications that are seen in what, sir? Xerophytes. Seen in what, sir? Xerophytes. Sir, stem tendril climbers. I am speaking about stem tendril climbers. Sir, what are the examples for stem tendril climbers, sir? Number 1, gourds. What, sir? Gourds. Passiflora. Passiflora, right? Next one is Vitis vinifera, grapes, right? Whereas leaf tendril climbers, it means they climbs with the help of leaf tendrils, right? Leaf tendril climbers, just now we discussed. What are the examples for leaf tendril climbers, sir? Lathyrus, Pisum, yes or no? Clematis, Nepenthes, Gloriosa. What it is? Gloriosa, Smilax. Is it okay? Right? Sir, listen this statement carefully. Sir, thorn is a aerial stem modification. Yes or no? Thorn is a aerial stem modification, whereas spine is a leaf modification. Spine is a leaf modification. Last statement. Listen. Sir, if you take a spine, sir, spine is which modification? Leaf modification. Therefore, spine contains axillary bud in its axil. A spine is having axillary bud in its axil, but thorn does not contains what? Axillary bud. Is this statement okay? Right? Therefore, sir, spine is having axillary bud in its axil. But do thorn contains axillary bud in its axil? No. Thorn does not contains an axillary bud, but spine contains axillary bud in its axil. Is this statement okay? Right? Thank you.